Hi, it's me again. Um, the light is low because I just don't feel like being in bright light right now. So, you just got this shadow of me. But, sorry. Air conditioner dries out the air and it makes me cough. But the alternative is sweating half to death. Anyway, the thing about trauma recovery that might be really discouraging, and I want to point it out, is that recovery isn't linear. You might have days where you feel real good, and then you have a day where you hit a trigger and it feels like you just fall down the hole again. You just go down the pit. And and it's frustrating because it seems like every time you get out of the pit, you fall in another one and another one and another one. And it's hard, but the thing is that therapy and meds and stuff, that's what's helping you pick yourself up. You know, when you talk nice to yourself instead of going, oh, look at you, you weakling, you fell down the pit again. Instead, you go, okay, we fell, but we can climb out. Let's climb, okay? One foot, one hand, up we go, up, up, one piece at a time. You know, and encouraging yourself instead of cursing at yourself. Because when you shame yourself, that's not going to help. You know, shaming and abusing yourself is not going to encourage you to do better. It just keeps reinforcing the trauma. So when you have those bad days, that's when you do the most work. You know, it's not when you're sitting in your therapy session with your therapist. I mean, yeah, it is work to be in there and to talk about things and to unload things and examine things that might be triggering to you. Yes, that is work. But the real hard work happens outside of therapy. And I told Laura about Glenn Patrick Doyle, who he's Dr. Doyle says on Twitter, which I refuse to call it X, but Doctor as in DR, you know, Dr. Doyle says. And he made a tweet that really made sense to me. It's like, you know, the real trauma work is your everyday life, and your sessions with your therapist are like when you're in a boxing match and the boxers go to their opposite corners between rounds, you know, and they get their massage and they get their fresh mouth guard, you know, they get ice on their bruises and they get a drink of water, and their coach just encourages them and tells them, you know, hey, this guy doesn't guard his left side so well, so go after his left side, you know, stuff like that. And then you get back in the ring and you keep going. That's what it is. And sometimes you're going to get your ass knocked out. That's just how it is. But you keep getting up. You keep getting up and you keep fighting. You might be bruised. You might be bleeding. You might have your eyes swollen shut. But you got to keep getting up and keep swinging. Because your trauma is not going to stop swinging. And you got to fight back. And I mean, sometimes you just got to curl up on the ground and let it wail on you. But protect yourself. Be kind to yourself and just be like, okay, I'm going to take this and then it's going to hurt, but I'm going to get up and I'm going to keep fighting. I'm going to keep going. But right now, I just need to be small. And that's okay too. It's okay to just take that moment to be small and hide and just take the blows. But please don't stop getting up. You know, working on trauma is hard and it's not linear. And some people, even years later, still struggle. So I'm not saying that to discourage you. I'm just saying it that it's a long process. It might be lifelong, but the worst thing you can do is give up. You know, just every time you're kind to yourself, every time you make the choice to be kind to yourself, when you're in a moment where you do have some control of your reaction, where you feel your nervous system coming online and you're like, okay, we're scared. It's okay. I love you. I care about you. Let's go take some deep breaths. Let's ground ourselves. Every time you do that, you win. you win. Remember that. Love you.